So now that we have all of the markers or pins on our map, we're going to go ahead and start to add some directions. And we're going to have to drive from where we live to Mona Shores Middle School. We have to bike from where we live to one of our other pins, and then we have to walk from where we live to one of our other pins, which is going to leave one of your pins empty, which is perfectly fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to choose this draw a line, but we're actually not going to draw a line. Here is where we add our driving directions, our biking directions, or our walking directions, and this allows us to create some customization to it. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and zoom into your map so that you can see where you live in your house, taking up a decent amount of your screen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add some driving route. And you'll notice over here on the left-hand side, it's automatically going to add a driving layer. And we're simply going to click where you live. And then what you'll notice is that as you move around the screen, your directions actually follow you. But what Google is smart enough to know is that if I try to go in a direction that is going to take too long, it's automatically going to flip itself back to a better route. So we're going to go ahead and just choose our house, and we're going to go ahead and try to make the path that we think is the best, or the path that we take. And you're going to find that it might accidentally choose the wrong road. Well, that's okay for now. I'm going to show you how we're going to go back in and change the route if you'd like to. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here, and I'm going to make sure that I hover over Mona Shores Middle School and click that. So you can see over here, it will map in from where you live to Mona Shores Middle School. And then let's say I wanted to change the route. I actually didn't want to go down Cornell to Glenside. I wanted to go down and then choose Summit. So what I could actually do is I can click and I can drag my route, and I can drop that waypoint somewhere else. So I can actually choose different directions if I wanted to by clicking and dragging on my blue line. So if I wanted to actually come down here and then drive around, if that's the path that I took, I can actually add some of these other points, these other destinations along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and add those driving directions here, and you'll notice over here that I have the directions for me driving over here on the left-hand side. And I'm going to go ahead and do that exact same thing by going from my house to another point by biking, and from my house to another point walking. And realize that because we are using Google Maps, we do have to stay on the street. Even though you may walk across the park, you're going to have to stay along the street.